Earth Day is intended to inspire and encourage awareness and appreciation for the earth and environmental issues. In response to the widespread environmental degradation of the 20th century, Gaylord Nelson, a Wisconsin senator, proposed an environmental teach-in for April 22, 1970, much like the teach-ins to the Vietnam War at that time. Nelson was an environmental activist and wanted to have political support, but he took a more grassroots approach, where each community shaped their Earth Day actions around community issues.
Elect an ecology Congress as the 92nd Congress, a Congress that will build bridges between our citizens and between men and nature's systems, instead of building more highways and dams and new weapon systems that escalate the arms race. Environment is a problem perpetuated by expenditures of tens of billions of dollars a year on the Vietnam War instead of on our decaying, crowded, congested, polluted urban areas that are inhuman traps for millions of people.
Nelson hired Harvard graduate student Dennis Hayes to direct and organize the first Earth Day in 1970. About 20 million Americans participated in the first celebration, and since then, communities around the nation and world come together each April to share their concern and appreciation for the protection and preservation of the Earth. Earth Vibes Production has for the last 2 years organized a community Earth Day event at the Morgan's Grove Park in Shepherdstown, West Virginia. I spoke with one of the coordinators, Stephanie Unger, about the success of the event in years past and what to look forward to this year.
It was very successful. I think a newspaper came out and said that we had over 500 people that first year, and it was just a free event for the community. And after sitting around with the individuals that I put this on with, we said this was a lot of fun. We could actually do this. People responded well, and we actually kind of have a knack at this. So we kind of all found our roles, but we all can do all of it. We all deal with the vendors. We all deal with the musicians at some point. We all deal with the, the government aspect of getting forms filled out and insurance. We're doing something different this year that actually saved us a lot of time, and that is we're working with the Men's Club in Shepherdstown. They actually own Morgan's Grove Park. They lease it to Jefferson County Parks and Recs. But they have a lot of control in how they use their park, because they want to utilize that park more often and in different ways.
Well, I'm here in several roles. One is the president of the Men's Club, and we own the park, and we're partnering with Earth Vibes, the sponsoring organization, to really make this a more successful Earth Day and kind of get with the tempo of the nation that's really beginning to recognize the significance of Earth Day. But each community does it in their own way of celebrating or designed to fit their culture and their social requirements. So this is the third year, and our idea was to, as the Men's Club, owners of the park, to get involved, to see how the park loads up, how they manage this many people, how these events fit in. The idea is that we can then learn how to use this park more efficiently.
The day before the event, the weather was bleak, and it was unclear as to whether it was going to be a success. But the next day, the sun was shining, and the community came out with an overwhelming support.
That soon you'll be drenched to the bone. If your breath now to you is worth saving, then you better start swimming or you'll sink like a stone. For the times they are a-changing. Come riders and critics,
The weather is beautiful.
and keep your eyes wide, the chance won't come again. And don't speak too soon, for the wheel's still in span. And there's no telling who that it's naming. And the first one now will later be last, for the times they are a-changing.
Many times around Earth Day, people find themselves asking, what should I do for the environment? Or why is the earth important to me? But something that is often overlooked is the question, why is it important as a community to celebrate Earth Day together? I spoke with various vendors, musicians, and citizens about their thoughts and experiences about Earth Day as a community event.
The earth is our home. I've always loved the quotation from Chief Seattle that says that the earth does not belong to us and we belong to the earth. I believe that, and it takes a lot of thought. I mean, of course, if you think about it, it's vital that we take care of our home planet for our future generations, but I think it's just all in each of our hearts and souls that the earth is our mother.
I was about your age when we had the first Earth Day in the U.S. Now I'm here in Shepherdstown at Morgan's Grove Park, and we're celebrating Earth Day. And one of the ways I want to take care of the earth is to protest this horrible form of coal mining, which is called mountaintop removal coal mining. And basically, you're just blowing up the top of the mountain.
It's important for people to get together and to celebrate the earth. And it's not just one day, it's all the time. I think that we, kind of as a culture, we have to go way beyond what we hear about. Earth Day is recycling, or Earth Day is something small that you can do. Yes, but it's much more than that. It's the way we interact with each other. It's the way we respect the planet. It's the way we respect each other.
I thought you were the one, but I was crazy. My walking shoes don't fit me anymore. My walking shoes don't fit me anymore. My walking shoes don't fit me anymore. Say on this side of town, honey, I won't be around. My walking shoes don't fit me anymore.
The earth is our home. Without the earth, we really don't have anything. So I think that it's the most important thing that a community can get together to support. It gives us food, nourishment, a place to live. So it's just really wonderful when the community gets together to support such a great cause.
And it spews all kinds of toxic metals and chemicals into the valley, fills the valley, changes the topography, kills animals, it buries streams, it pollutes the water, and it's just basically destroys the whole environment.
When we sort of zoom out and think about collectively what we can do, I think it gets much more challenging and much more interesting and much more hopeful. So we need to see political reform. We need to work together as a community before we're going to see this kind of solutions that we need. I think that's part of the message here. And so while we're all putting our glass in the recycling bin as we should, we have to organize politically to get things done at a broader scale. That's the only way out of this mess, I think.
As busy as they were, I managed to steal away 2 of the coordinators and speak with them during the event.
How do you think it's going today, Todd?
I think it's going amazing.
Yes.
Like we were expecting nothing but rain all day,
Right.
So this is great.
Yeah, and the communities, they're out. They are out. Everybody's been very positive, very happy. I think everybody's enjoying themselves.
That's what we're all about. That's what we're doing for the community, is connecting the business and the art and the park.
Yes, definitely. And there's actually some people that said this is the first time out to this park.
Yeah, I've had 3 people tell me that.
Yeah.
And
so,
they came out just because of this event.
Yeah.
So
hopefully it brings back people more.
Yeah.
over the years. And
Earth Day is outside. We want to be a part of the environment.
Exactly. Exactly.
And we are a part of the environment. There's no doubt about it.
There's no doubt about that.
We definitely are learning every year we do this, we get better at it. And we plan a little farther in advance.
In 1970, Earth Day marked the beginning of the modern environmental movement. Millions gathered coast to coast to celebrate and preserve our planet. Now, over 40 years later, Earth Day uniquely brings together people all over the world with different backgrounds and different beliefs, who are all fighting for the same cause. Nelson said, Earth Day worked because of the spontaneous response at the grassroots level. We had neither the time nor resources, Nelson said, to organize 20 million demonstrators in the thousands of schools and local communities that participated. That was the remarkable thing about Earth Day, he said. It organized itself. In a way, the same can be said about this year's Earth Day celebration in Shepherdstown. While Earth Vibe Productions may have planted the seed for a successful event, it was the support of the community that gave it life, and will sustain it for many years to come.
We belong to the earth. We all belong to the earth. It's not that she belongs to us. It's we belong to her. It's we belong to her. We belong to the earth. We all belong to the earth. It's not that she belongs to us. It's we belong.